type tool, or in other words, text tool. So type tool is simple and straightforward, and this is where we use it to insert the text within your sequence. It could be between the sequence or right in the top of the video. So let me give you an example here. In here I've cut some sentences, right? So I'm going to delete this part of my sequence using the selection tool, selecting the sequence and hit my backspace. Now at this point here, where at the end of the video, I need to add a text. I'm going to use the last tool right in my toolbar. And then all I need to do is going to my program monitor and just click. I can click and drag. At this case, I can use a specific word, or I can use it in a simpler way by just click. At this case, I'm creating a free tool, which again, I can insert as many text as I want. Now, probably not going to see the font over here because this is written in black and the background is black already. But let me just use another text next to it over here. And then at this case, I'm having a frame here where my text would be located right in the middle of the frame. I cannot exceed the frame unless I'm enlarging the frame. So in here, I'm going to use the word Senior 2023. Great. Or I can use other words such as graduation. Now, to select the text itself and to be able to manipulate the color or the size of the text itself, simply what I need to do, I need to go to my window and then workspace and then using graphics. Now, as you see here, graphics is responsible to add other effects to my text. But in this case, I'm not using any of those effects. Simply all I can do is going to edit, and in here I might find my two texts that I've added toward my video editing. So to start with Senior 2023, I can select it first, and then in here you might find the fill color. So what is the color of the text itself? So I'm going to use white. All I've done, I've just clicked on the fill. We have here the stroke, and those are the outlines of the font. We have a background in case if I need to add a background, so I make my word visible even more. Dropping shadow, which I have a shadow at the background of my text. Now I'm going to keep it clear that way. All I can do again, going to the free tool as it says here, I can use Control-A or Command-A for Mac. And in this case, I can change it to Y2. To delete a specific text, simply all you need to do is just click on the visibility over here, so the text will disappear. It will still remain over here on my tabs, but again, it's not showing within the video. Now I can allocate the text, enlarge the font by using the text size. I can actually change the text typeface itself for the best look. And then in here, I can use the aligning to align it right in the middle, right on the right or left. I can use justify as well, so I'm making sure that the text are filling my frame. In my case, I'm just going to keep it right in the middle. And you see here, as long as I'm enlarging, it's fitting without my frame. So to show whatever is hidden right at the bottom, all I need to do is just click on the square over here, just drag it down. In this case, I can actually enlarge it even more. Now, text become handy here simply because you can select all of it. Make sure all of it is bold. It could be tilted, or it could be capital letter. It could be a first letter capital letter and the rest are small letter, which is using here the subscript. Now this is all about text. Once I'm done, I might go back to Window, Workspace, Editing, and then I can use my selection tool to position it in the middle. Also in my sequence here, I might use the Rebel Edit and I'll just drag my text to fit within two sequences. Now, as you see here, is not fitting within two sequences. If this is happening to you as well, all you have to do is just use the razor and then go right where the sequence is supposed to be cut, and then use selection tool and delete the text. Now let's have a look how that works. Great. So I could use text anywhere within my video, but it's well recommended to create a one track that includes all the text. And usually to do that, all you have to do is right click on the track and then add a track. Now here I'm having another video track where I'm gonna add all my text on it, because text should remain all the time on the top of the images.